your gear and weapons. We go soon.
Okay, that was so fucking creepy.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Why am I seeing this? I'm sorry, girl. You just got unfollowed, bitch.
Enough training. Now we face the enemy for real.
Get ready to jump! 5 seconds!
Battle Royale. Avoid the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Yeah, back in black. Cause I'm back in black.
Enemy soldier incoming. Eliminate all targets in the area.
Oh, fuck.
A fight has started. Get ready to fight. You're up next.
Another fallen soldier. You're weak. Only the strongest survive the Gulag. Gate!
Soldiers, your pathetic lives belong to me now. There is only one way to win them back. Kill those across from you.
Their chest. I was like, hell yeah, I want to have their chest. So I walk over to you claim a Jedi. But are we close?
Gas is inbound.
A buy station here.
Positive ID on multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your attack map.
I'd argue that there are people in there that are way better cooks than a chef. You just like go on
He had a fractured orbital, and they brought him to the doctor, so he gets examined, and then the doctor calls the UFC, goes, where did you get this guy? And he goes, specimen. And he goes, oh yeah, he's amazing, right? And he goes, no, you don't understand. He goes, I've been a doctor for 50 years. I've never seen someone like him. He said the tendons in his eyes are 3 times larger than a normal
Enemy dropping
person.
into the AO.
Orbital fracture, it's already healed. What made him was that Cuban program. Yeah. They turn you into a machine. He had a fractured orbital, and they brought him to the doctor, so he gets examined. And the doctor calls the UFC, goes, where did you get this guy? They go, what do you mean? They go, he's a fucking specimen. And he goes, oh yeah, he's amazing, right? They go, no, you don't understand. I've been a doctor for 50 years. I've never seen someone like him. He said the tendons in his eyes are 3 times larger than a normal person. He said the orbital fracture, it's already healing. What made him? The program. Turn you into a machine. He had a fractured orbital, and they brought him to the doctor, so he gets examined, and the doctor calls the UFC, goes, where did you get this guy? And they go, what do you mean? And they go, he's a fucking specimen. And he goes, oh yeah, he's amazing, right? And they go, no, you don't understand. He goes, I've been a doctor for 50 years. I've never seen someone like him. He said the tendons in his eyes are 3 times larger than a normal person.
Fuck!
The enemy took that one.
That's
We'll
over.
be back to finish the job.
GG.
Tony Stark uses a gun that, when activated, reveals to be a celestial head. And of course, being Ant-Man, he got the head of the celestial known as Nowhere by shrinking. He also goes around after picking it up, he's actually able to hold the hammer. He's also part of this world's Avengers, which he calls the Earth's mightiest losers. We have Mariana Spector, who is the Moon Knight. This world's Vision, Tony Stark was able to build as just a kid. We also have Simon Williams, who is called Wonder Man. And the coolest out of all of them, the Infinity Thing. But instead of being made of rocks, he's made of Infinity Stones. They all work together to fight against the character known as Black Skull, who with his army controls the whole world. And Black Skull is pretty much Red Skull mixed with a symbiote. And he is also part of the team called the Masters of Evil. So what if instead of becoming Iron Man, Tony Stark becomes Ant-Man? So on Earth 818, Tony Stark is the most wanted person on the whole world. And not only that, but this Tony Stark uses a gun that, when activated, reveals to be a celestial head.
One of my best friends down there in 2004 was coming down a river as a logger. They ambushed some of his people, and by the time he got there, I think it was his brother-in-law, was on the beach, flayed open at the stomach to see what he was eating, and his wife had been with him when this happened. To see what he was eating, because we're that foreign to them. They don't understand. And just like a fish, they're like, let's see what it was eating. So they shot him in the leg. They started the battle cry. They started running out of the forest, and he knew he wasn't going to run fast enough to reach the river, so he told his wife, just run for it. She ran, jumped in the river, and just floated down the Amazon. He got ripped apart on the beach. And so when my guys showed up, they found him. There's blood all over the sand. And when they found his wife, she told them what happened. And so they just had to, pick up the pieces of him and go. And there was arrows all over the beach. One of my best friends.
I go to the doctor, and my blood work comes back, and I have flame retardant, pesticides, and jet fuel in my blood.
Oh my god.
So that's what I thought. Then I thought, wait a second, this is actually kind of cool. So then I go to set the next day, and Tom's like, so how did it go, Miles? What did they find? I was like, well, Tom, it turns out...
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying soon.
And my blood work comes back, and I had flame retardant.
Enemy soldier incoming.
So that's what I thought, wait a second.
Drop the bomb!
And without
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
You're not making the cut. Based on performance, you're winning. Nebraska. Five seconds to the release point. Whenever Demon Slayer uses their breathing styles, it shows
Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Live and set. However, Yosuke's breathing style has no effects. Why do you think that is? All energy circulation would affect such a breathing style? Well, not exactly. Remember, Yosuke uses beast breathing, which he developed himself. But according to Kyoto Rengoku's statement, there are only 5 main breathing styles. These 5 breathing styles are based on 5 different elements. When it comes to Kyoto's breathing style, it's based on training. Breathing style is more like wild animal attacks mixed into
Enemy dropping into the AO.
also why it's
You're clear to engage all targets.
breathing styles, it shows some visual play. Yosuke's breathing style has no effects. Why do you think that is? What effects to his breathing style?
Why didn't he shoot?
Not exactly. If you remember, Yosuke uses beast breathing, which he developed himself. But according to Kyoto Rengoku's statement, there are only 5 main breathing styles, and the others are just branches of those 5. These 5 breathing styles are based on the 5 different elements on Earth. When it comes to Inosuke's breathing style, it's based on
Well, that's great. Korea!
They fight.
I'm from Korea! Korea!
Fight for your chance
This
to
is for
redeploy.
Korea! Fuck you, Korea. I love your barbecue, damn it. You guys have the best barbecue. And I love your music too. Like, you have great musical sensations. Like your boy bands. Wow. We can't do boy bands no more.
Here we go. You're up next.
We don't have a Canadian boy band. We don't have that. I wish we had that, but we don't. It's okay though. It's okay. Some people are good at boy bands, like Korea.
In the Gulag, I make the rules. Kill to escape. Die, and you never leave.
Wow!
Internet located multiple strongholds.
No way I won that. How do I get on this roof? Oh, there's the
Bounty target group has been marked. Kill them all.
to eliminate Raven.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Contract failed. Time's expired. Gas is closing in.
Oh my gosh, this game is so fun.
Bounty targets identified. You are clear to engage.
Got a buy station here.
Supposedly an ATV right here, but there's no ATV.
Got a buy station here.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Contract failed. You're out of time.
Fuck you.
Hostile UAV in the area. Gas is moving.
It's a field up. Oops. I don't want to be this person.
you load up now. Objective is to eliminate all bounty targets. You're losing ground.
Enemy UAV active.
So how am I gonna get this? I don't know. Fuck!
They hit us hard that time, but we will settle the score. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Up 250.
I'm gonna go, that tall guy's a nice guy.
This is a map of Indonesia. It has more than 13,466 islands with about 9,000 named. The main 5 islands are Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Sulawesi, and New Guinea. However, if you are interested in supervolcanoes, there is one particular place in Indonesia that you would be attracted to, Lake Toba. Many people marvel at the sight of the lake, but may not be aware that beneath it lies the largest volcano of all time, which just cracked open the earth. How mighty is this volcano, and can the eruption affect you where you live? Find out as we take a trip to Indonesia to observe the largest volcano of all time that just cracked open the earth. Indonesia is a popular tourist destination. The country is situated in maritime Southeast Asia, between the Indian Ocean to the south and west, the Timor Sea and the Arafura Sea to the south, the Bay of Bengal to the northwest, the South China Sea, the Pacific Ocean, and some other marginal seas to the north. Indonesia shares land borders with Malaysia, the island of Borneo, Papua New Guinea, and Timor-Leste or East Timor, the island of Timor. Palau, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam all have maritime borders with the country. The country is made up of 5 major islands and approximately 30 smaller groups. There are
I've survived worse.
508 islands in total, with approximately 6,000 of them inhabited. Indonesia is the world's largest island country, covering an area of 1,904,569 square kilometers. The archipelago's total area is slightly smaller than Mexico, but more than 5 times larger than Sherman is. The multi-ethnic country has a population of more than 271 million people. It is by far the most populous island nation in the world. Most of the larger islands are mountainous, with peaks ranging between 3,000 and 3,800 meters. Indonesia is located in the Ring of Fire, making it one of the most volcanically active and earthquake-prone areas on the planet. The islands of Indonesia were formed primarily by volcanic activity and ocean and mountain building activity caused by tectonic plate movement in Asia, the Indian Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean. The Indonesian region had 2 massive plates, the Indian Ocean and Western Pacific plates, and slide beneath an even larger plate, the Eurasian plate, and the Eurasian and Australian and continental plates collide. Indonesia's islands are prone to earthquakes and even tsunamis. The island nation comes in 3rd place among countries with the most volcanoes, trailing only the United States and Russia. Tectonically, this region, particularly Java, is highly unstable, making agricultural conditions in some areas unpredictable. The country has many mountains and 400 volcanoes, about 100 of which are active. Geological plates from Australia, Asia, and the Pacific pushed up to form Indonesia. A deep trench runs along the Indonesian chains and southern coast. In collision, the Eurasian and Australian continental plates creates a subduction zone, which causes numerous earthquakes and a chain of volcanoes that runs from Sumatra to Java and New Guinea, a few side branches to Sulawesi and the Moluccas. 2 plates collide head-on at subduction zones, with one plate going over the top and forcing the other plate down. In some cases, the motion causes a descending convection current to flow down the ocean floor. Deep-sea trenches form here as do mountain building and earthquakes. Millions of tons of rock sink into the crust every day. Scientists believe that the island of New Guinea, which includes Papua, was once part of the Australian continent. The tectonic action and breakup created both towering snow-capped mountain peaks lining its central east-west spine and hot, humid alluvial plains along New Guinea's coast. The mountains of Papua stretch for 650 kilometers east to west, dividing the province into north and south. The Indonesian region is one of the most seismically active zones on the planet. It also has a leading position in terms of active and potentially active volcanoes. It has typical island arc physiographic features such as a deep oceanic trench, a anticline.
Let me know in the comments what your most wanted upgrade is for the Galaxy Z Fold 5. So first story of the day, before we get into the reveal, we've got news that the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Flip are coming earlier than we expected. We had rumours a couple of weeks ago that this was happening. Reliable analyst Ross Young has tweeted, and he says that the Flip and the Fold production estimates are double that of its predecessor at this time, that it's very likely that this is because of an earlier launch. And he says that it's a good move to distance the Fold from the iPhone 15 launch, but it's also probably because of other foldables entering the market. With increased competition, it is now important for Samsung to launch as early as possible. When we normally see the Flip in August, it's very likely that this time round, the Z Fold 5 is going to be released in July. Now next up, before we look at the design, we've got the main spec sheet leaked for the Galaxy Z Fold 5 thanks to the Galax on Twitter. Now according to his tweet, we get a 7.6-inch main display, and a 6.2-inch external display. He says they're going to be 120Hz AMOLED and they'll be brighter than the previous models. And we, of course, get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. We get 12 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Training is over. Time to see what you have learned. Battle Royale. You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
There's nobody. How's that?
Gulag. You'll have to fight to earn redeployment. The fight has begun. Get ready to fight. You're up next.
You are in the gulag now, soldiers. This is my world. Your only way out is to kill your enemies or stay dead forever.
Get ready to redeploy. Targets are marked on your attack map.
Hey. Can you hear me? Oh wow, look at you.